Hey everyone, and welcome back to the session on Python. Until now, we have only discussed about the theory part of Python, that is, what are programming languages and how do we use them, etc. From today, we are going to see some practical stuff on Python. We will be starting from the installation and then we will be moving on to writing some codes. Now, what do I mean if I say the installation of Python? We know that Python is a programming language, and every programming language has to have a language processor, right? So we know Python also has has the language processor that it uses to process the commands that we give. So where do we get them? And not only the language processors, but also the other things like various uh, various things or entities that Python requires to execute our commands. All those things are actually downloadable, and we have to first download and install that before proceeding to writing our code. So that's what I mean when I say the installation. Today we are going to be installing all the things that we need for using Python that we will obviously use to give instructions to the computer. And all those things are actually just available in a single package or a single software. We don't have to install other uh, multiple things like a language processor and then some other entities differently. Everything is in a single package. Let's move on and let's see how to install it. Okay, so steps to install Python on your system. Open a web browser of your choice and go to www.python.org/downloads. So you have to go to this site. I have also given this site in the description section. You can also go right from there, or you can just type www.python.org/downloads. And after that, you will be on this page. From here, just go to downloads and download the version as per your operating system. For example, let's select Windows, and then here from the stable releases option, you should choose any one of them which you would like. For example, my system is 64-bit, so I will choose this one. Just go for Windows installer and not for embeddable package. This will be much easier to install. Download the Python package according to your operating system. Open the downloaded setup file. Once you have downloaded that file, just open it and run it. Install it as any other software you would on your PC. Just make sure that add to path is checked whenever it asks for. This will help you in the future. During installation, just make sure whenever this option comes in, add to path, it is checked or it is ticked. It will really help you in the future. And if it is not checked, you will get trouble in the future working with Python in some aspects. So please make sure this is checked. I will explain probably what it is in some later episodes or later tutorials, but just make sure it's checked for now. And just install it as any other software you would on your PC, and you are done for. Python is right on your system. Now after the installation, whatever operating system you are on, just search for a file, search for a program called IDLE. Okay, just a second. For example, on Windows, let's search for IDLE. see, this is the app. Ideally Python 3.9 64-bit. Just click on that and you will get the application right like that. So there you go, this is Python. And if you have arrived till here, you are good to go. If you want to test everything is working properly, just type this command: print open brackets closed brackets, and inside that any number like 1. And if you get that number over here, like 1 for instance, Python is working properly. So there you go, Python has finally been installed on your system. If you get any issues during the installation, please let me know in the comments section below. Okay, so this is it for the installation part. In the next session, I will be showing you about the first Python code that we are going to be writing to execute our first instruction. I hope you got something out of this session, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.